A former chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Jega, has called for an amendment to the Electoral Act 2022 to remove ambiguities, clarifying and strengthening some of its sections. Jega spoke at two-day retreat organized for senators by the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies in Ekenekpene, Akwa Ibom State. Some of the sections he wants an amendment include the electronic transmission of results, which he said must be made mandatory from the next general election in 2027. Jega, who conducted the election that saw the enthronement of the All Progressive Congress (APC) in 2015, when the incumbent president Goodluck Jonathan lost to immediate past president Muhammadu Buhari, also wanted to see the president diverted of the power to appoint the chairman and the national commissioners of INEC to free the commission from partisanship. According to Daily Trust, he said the law should be reviewed to ensure that all cases arising from the conduct of elections are resolved and judgment made before the date of swearing in. Stakeholders at the workshop had expressed concern that Section 64 of the Electoral Act, which states the process of transmission of election results is susceptible to manipulation and misinterpretation, as already seen in the last election. Jega, however, stated that such ambiguity is that sections should be clarified by making transmission of election results compulsory, including uploading of polling unit level results and result sheets used at different levels of result collation. INEC would have enough time to prepare for this if the Act is amended earlier enough in the ensuing electoral cycle, he said. He also called for the introduction of either early voting for eligible voters on election duty, such as election INEC staff observers and their drivers, the security personnel, and journalists, or a special arrangement to enable them vote on election day, especially for presidential elections. The former INEC chairman further advocated for diaspora voting, at least for presidential election, to enable citizens to vote, especially those on the external service abroad. There is need to enhance inclusion of women, if necessary, by up to 35% of active positions in parliament and in all political parties candidate lists, he added. On cross-cooperating by elected officials, Jega called for its prosecution, adding that it should not only for members of the National Assembly, but also for elected executive governors and chairmen of local government areas, why INEC should be empowered to prepare for elections to fulfill the vacancy once it has evidence of the act of cross-carpeting. So guys, you've all heard it now. The former chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Jega, has called for an amendment to the Electoral Act 2022 to remove ambiguities, clarify and strengthening some of the sections. Jega spoke at a two-day retreat organized for senators by the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies in Ekenekpene, Akwa Ibom State. Now it's clear you guys know what our leaders are doing. Judgment Day is approaching. Confess before you are consumed. The Senate will not listen. A lot is wrong on how Nigeria is being governed. Electoral umpire, anti-corruption and judiciary head should not be chosen by the sitting president. Talking from tomorrow's experience anyway, they appointed their loyalists. You had to seek amendment for this before your own appointment. He's looking for a cheap popularity after he rigged election for his brother, Buhari. Last election figure has shown that you are not sent. You have accomplished your mission on the calamity you brought to Nigeria by rigging Buhari into power and rig Jonathan out of power. It is not in our style to make the right a standard for best practice. Must we continue like this? This is open agoro. God bless our leader, President Bola Tinubu. Eminently, INEC Chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu have done a marvelous job in the 2023 presidential election that produced Tinubu Shetima administration for the betterment of Nigerians and Nigeria. Not too late. Commendable. Let us believe he has also genuinely learned from his past mistakes. Okay, guys, these are reactions from Nigerians. I think there no need to, indict anybody that, is trying to, suggest a solution to the current happenings in Nigeria. Whether I don't make that mistake before, that one not before. At least by now, you don't learn lesson. Say everything you do, not good. So all these things is said is really very, very, correct. Can Nigerian government do that? Can they allow the judiciary to be on their own? Can they allow the electoral body to be on their own? That is a real problem we are facing in this country. And he said, the sitting the sitting president, please pardon me, should not be allowed to be choosing the electoral chairman, that is the INEC chairman or the CJN, whatever. These people should not be allowed. The president should not be allowed to do that because they will always play, according to his rules. So guys, what's your take on this? Let's hear from you. Kindly share your thoughts below the comment section, please. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not. Thank you.